Yo, welcome back, everybody. Trent Brownrigg here. I'm actually in the middle of selling my house, the house that you see behind me, the house I'm in, and buying a new one and moving and all of that, all of it comes with that. If you've ever moved, well, I'm sure almost everyone has moved at some point, but if you've ever sold a house, bought a house, had to move, whatnot, yeah, you know what I'm going through right now. Actually, I just realized behind me, I can't get this right, but behind me somewhere, there's a moving box. I did not, I actually didn't mean for that to be there. I didn't know it was going to show. Anyway, yeah, so I just wanted to get this out there in the middle of a whole bunch of stuff. But I thought of this video, and it's something that is near and dear to my heart, and something I do every day. Search engine optimization, SEO, whatnot, and tons of people out there that I guess would be considered beginners. So I want to throw out a, I guess what I would call kind of just a quick, simple SEO tutorial for beginners. Certainly not going full on in depth or giving you, all the trade secrets, because if you know anything about SEO, you know that it involves a lot of things, and is not quick or easy or something that most people can just do. There's definitely, a good general guide you can get for your typical beginner, newbie, or local business owner that isn't exactly sure what it is or wants to maybe do a few things themselves. So that's kind of what I'm going to get into here. Yeah, so I'm going to try to make this somewhat quick. We'll see. My videos tend to be longer than I expect them to be. So let's just jump in. We'll just call this quick SEO tutorial for beginners. So anyway, I don't know, you probably are wanting to wrap your head around SEO and you're getting scared off by all the technical terms and complex concepts and all that good stuff. There's a lot out there. Definitely a complex topic, and a lot of experts and a lot of wannabe experts and a lot of absolutely bullshitting non-experts out there. So anyway, I guess people are always asking some variation of the question. Uh, so they'll say, like, I've heard this SEO thing is good for my business. What is it and why? Um, Essentially, when you're good at SEO, when you know SEO, when your site or business is SEO'd, then you get to the first page of Google, which means you get more traffic, you get more highly targeted visitors, you get more leads, you ultimately make more money. It's really as simple as that. So it's not rocket science as far as why you want to be ranked on the first page of Google and have SEO to your site. But as far as learning SEO, I mean, you have all these terms like crawlers and indexing and siloing and backlinks and anchor text and no follow and do follow and white hat and gray hat and black hat and on and on and on and on and on. You know, there's I don't know, hundreds. It's well documented that Google has at least 200, 250, something like that, um, factors that they use in their algorithm to rank a website. And two sites that might seem exactly the same from a a non-trained eye, one might be outranking the other and getting apps and just getting tons and tons of leads and money and new customers and clients and whatnot, and another one might be just dead in the water and getting nothing out of it. So I guess that's just kind of why SEO itself is kind of hard to figure out, because if you don't know what you're looking at or whatever, or what you're doing, then you might think, oh, I have no idea why that site is ranking above another one, your competitor, whatever. So essentially, search engines, typically people, I'm just going to say Google. Most people think of Google. I mean, of course, there is Bing, there's Yahoo, there's tons of other ones. Um, really, Google and Bing are the only ones that are even relevant or make, any sense or get any results anymore. But even that, it's no contest. Definitely Google. Um, so yeah, these are what search engines are. And so just a few things, I guess, that you might hear. You'll hear of crawling, which means that um, your site is being crawled, being being gone through these little search engine bots or whatever. It's basically a computer program, and they're commonly referred to as a crawler. You want to make you want to make the crawler's job easier. You want to be able to get your pages crawled, get your website crawled, so they can discover your pages, your website among the millions and billions and millions of them out there. Um, After that, indexing. Once the search engine spiders find a page on the web, they will extract data from them, um, and they'll store them, they'll index them, whatever, in their database, and then they will, hopefully be shown in search engine results. Um, they don't look at web pages the way humans do. Okay, so we read a bunch of text, we see images, we see whatever, and it looks like this really pretty cool thing. But actually, the Google bot, the spiders or web crawlers, they just see a bunch of code and words and background stuff and on and on and on. So um, you just want to make sure that your data, the website, the Google crawlers are seeing, is as accurate as possible, is as clean as possible, that it makes sense, and it's just more likely that they're going to be able to crawl it and see it. Um, just things like that, and those are just high level kind of going into what are search engines, and what are they. It doesn't really have doesn't answer much of a question of doing SEO, whatever. You also have to remember that um, Google's algorithm really prioritizes the number of quality backlinks to any target page. Um, that's really how they became Google. Back in the day, there was Yahoo, and I don't even know, Hot Spot and Dogpile and AOL and a few other big players. But Google came along and basically made backlinks the main focus of their search engine and the reason why they were rank pages. And it's basically saying, it's a voting system. It's sort of like any other election. The most votes or the most high quality votes count, generally speaking. So that's kind of what it means. So authority, relevance, strong emphasis on backlinks. Um, so that is a big, big, big part of SEO. So those are kind of the big overview of what crawl your site, index your site, returning queries on the quality of backlinks and whatnot. So getting to some actual, simple steps and a little bit of a tutorial for SEO as a beginner. We're looking at, so the big question is, how do you do this? How do we help this process along? You know that web pages need index, they need crawled, they need backlinks. And these are generally what happens. So as far as SEO goes, there's really two categories. You got the on page, you got the off page. The on page is more about adjusting and optimizing elements on your site, on your web page, so that Google understands what it's about. They recognize how freaking awesome it is. They decide that it should be ranked in the search engines and that it deserves to be number one. That's in the ideal world. It doesn't always happen, but you can always dream. But clearly, you get your own. If your website's about a certain topic, you want to have information and images and videos and plenty of content and text and whatnot about that site or about that topic. You want to be very high quality and readable, and just making sure that somebody comes to your site, whether it's a Google search engine crawler bot or an actual person, and the site is high quality and answers their questions and gives them the information and content and whatever that they need. That's the gist of on-page SEO. From a more deeper standpoint, you got your header tags and your description tags and your meta tags and your title tags and alt tags and a certain amount of content and a certain amount of keyword density and images and videos and on and on and on. But that's kind of your on page. You make it worth reading, worth visiting, worth sharing, worth linking to. Um, and somebody comes to your site and they say, hey, this is a great site. This has a great information, great content about the topic that it's supposed to have. That's the 10,000 foot overview of the on-page SEO. The other one is off-page SEO, which is honestly really where the magic happens. Certainly you have to build your base with the on-page SEO, no doubt about it. Your site has to, it's kind of like building the foundation of a skyscraper and putting in the right, um, the right foundation or the right beams and the right things to make sure it stays standing, but it's not really the building itself. That's where off-page SEO comes in. You really, it's kind of just a way of saying you build lots of great high-quality backlinks that Google thinks is great and makes you a trustworthy and authoritative site. Generally speaking, the more and better, higher quality backlinks you have, and relevant backlinks, which meaning that they are something to do with your site, not completely off topic. Anyway, that's kind of how your pages are prioritized in the Google search results. You don't really have to, you don't have to get those all in your head right now. So I'm just going to go over a few handful of things that I guess can be a short tutorial that you can kind of follow along and get a little bit more in depth of the things that I've already said above. So first of all, you just kind of want to understand what the keywords people are searching for. People will find your business in a ton of different ways. A lot of people think if they are already ranking for, Bob's Chiropractor, that that's what people are going to find. Well, they have to already know that you're Bob's Chiropractor, whatever it is, Bob's Chiropractic Clinic. Let's just say that. So in order to find you, they already have to know who you are. Well, then you're not really getting any new business out of that because they already know you. They're already looking for you. What you would like to rank for is something like, let's say you're in Des Moines, Iowa. That's where I live. So yeah. So anyway, go Hawkeyes. So yeah, and you're a chiropractor. So somebody that doesn't already know you isn't going to just search for you. They're going to search for keywords, key phrases. So they might look for something like Des Moines Chiropractor, Des Moines Chiropractic Clinic, chiropractors in Des Moines, chiropractic services, Des Moines, Iowa, whatever. Tons and tons of different keywords. That's the stuff they're going to search for. Those are the people you want. That's what you want to rank highly for. That's what you want to be number one for, because that's where you're getting all this new business. They're phrased differently, but they're kind of asking the same thing. What is the best Des Moines chiropractor? That's essentially what they want to know, and that's why they want to find you, and that's where you want to be found. So that's kind of I guess the number one point. You want to know what people are searching for, and that's what you want to be found for. And then, so in order to do that, you want to create content that the searchers want to see. So you want to rank for that topic / keywords, Des Moines chiropractor, main topic, and the several different keywords, keyword phrases and searches underneath it. So you want to get content optimized for search intent. So think about the topic of chiropractic, and if you just don't want to know, you can look at your competitors. You can use the tools. You want to just figure out what people are searching for, what people are ranking for, and what you should be ranked for, and how they are there. Having a blog on your site is great for this. You can add lots of new posts and lots of relevant content, whatever. You also want to make sure your main site, your main homepage is definitely optimized for this and getting the right content, the right kinds of backlinks, and so on and so forth. And so basically just getting the right content out there to make sure that you are creating content, optimizing your site for what searchers want. And then also titles. Title tags are huge. You want to get clicks with the compelling title tag. If your site is already ranking, so you've gotten the rankings, you've gotten the content, you've gotten the links, whatever. You want something that people are going to click on. So you have 10 sites in the search results. If they all more or less say the same thing and they're kind of blah, 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 if yours really stands out, puts your popular keywords in there, puts something they're actually searching for, has a clickable title, that's what you want. This is called conversion rate optimization. You want to make sure, click-through optimization, you want to make sure they're going, stay true to search intent. Don't forget, what people are searching for and what they're looking for anyway. Try to avoid truncation. Keep your website title within Google guidelines. It does change. There's plenty of tools out there. Just search Google description tag or Google title tag optimizer or Google title tag length tool, whatever. You'll find it. So make sure your description, your title are descriptive but not clickbait. Sorry, ClickBank is an affiliate network that I use a lot to make a bunch of money from. So it's in my head. Clickbait. You don't want it to be fake or something just to get clicks. You want to make sure it's real and legit. Yeah, so include your keywords as possible. Certainly helps a lot as far as rankings is concerned, and also a little bit for click-through rate. And then number 4, or the next thing is keep your URLs short and descriptive. So if your website is DesMoinesChiropractor.com, you could have a URL that's like DesMoinesChiropractor.com/2019/05/112, and on and on and on. Just crazy long, disgustingly looking URL. What you want it to be is, something like Des Moines Chiropractor / what is chiropractic, or who is the best Des Moines chiropractor, or whatever. Something very, very descriptive and short and gets to the point and includes the keywords that you're wanting to rank for and targeting. I talked about images on your site. You certainly want, you can optimize images themselves. The file name itself, you wouldn't want it to be like img0056245.jpg. Rename it something like, Des Moines Chiropractor Des Moines. What is chiropractic? Whatever the page or example thing is about, you can rename the image to be that. You also have alt tags. You want to put something like alt equals a picture of somebody getting their back adjusted. How to do chiropractic. What is a chiropractor? Who is the best chiropractor? There's a lot of things you can do an image alt tag for on an image to help you with your search engine rankings. Let me see. Going back to kind of on-page content, make sure it's easy to read. Use headers. There's H1 tags, there's H2 tags, there's H3 tags. There's other types of formatting and subheadings. There's bullet points and ordered lists and unordered lists. There's bolding and italics, and just break your paragraphs up, format them, bold them. Don't use just make it easy to read, and broken up and not a just big block of text. Make it, you want people to want to stay on your page and share your page and read your page and stick around. So that's actually a huge part of on-page SEO that a lot of people forget. They get so stuck on trying to rank or have the most text or the most images or whatever. They don't format it very well. Get some good formatting in there. There's lots and lots of guides out there. I'm not going to go into that. You can figure it out. Finally, as I've mentioned multiple times so far, is the high quality relevant backlinks. They're super, super, super important. I mean, like probably nothing more important that I've said yet. Obviously, you have to get a base built with all these other things I've said, but biggest factor, high quality relevant backlinks. Tons of ways you can get backlinks. Some of them much better than others. Some of them more high quality than others. Some of them more relevant than others. But even just starting at a low level, citations and social links, press releases, yeah, just using other blogger accounts, whatnot, from a really good high level perspective. Guest blogging, blogger outreach, private blog networks, broken link building, research your competitors, see what backlinks they have, see if you can match any of them, high authority backlinks. There's tons and tons and tons of ways to get them. You definitely don't want to spam them. You definitely don't, definitely look into this. I'm not going to, this is a beginner's guide, a quick guide. I'm trying to be as fast as possible. I've already gone longer than I thought. So I'm not giving you all the backlinking information, but you need to look into this, and you need to make sure it's new, and you need to make sure it's relevant, and you need to make sure it's from someone who's legit. Yeah, you don't want to mess this part up because it can be bad. Don't go building every backlink you can find. Don't go spamming backlinks. Don't go building low quality backlinks or unrelated backlinks or low relevant backlinks or anything like that. Want to be high quality, relevant, whatever. Some of the best ways to do this, like I said, citations, social media. Those aren't really high quality, but they're good. They're good to do. Blogger outreach is great. You get with as long as it cites, they're at least somewhat related to yours. You get that. Again, broken link building, guest posting, private blogs. Yeah, there's and many other videos, video marketing. Great to do that. Just making your content good enough that people are actually naturally going to link to it and share it, and so on and so forth. Backlinks are very, very, very high quality. So I guess that's really just about it. Yeah, I mean, it all comes down to essentially high quality content, solid on-page optimization, and high quality relevant backlinks. I guess that's pretty much it. So I guess you get the gist. Like I said, not going in depth on any of this because this is supposed to be a short video, and really SEO in itself is something that takes a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of learning, a lot of trial and error, and a lot of expertise to master. And even then, it's always changing. So even once you master it, you always got to keep learning. I've personally been doing it for roughly 16 years at the time of creating this video, all the way back since 2003. I still learn new stuff all the time. It's always changing. So this is a very, very basic overview for somebody that's just kind of wondering what SEO is and what it's all about, and maybe get a few tidbits in here. Like I said, just kind of a simple SEO tutorial for beginners. I hope you learned something, and I will leave it at that. Have a wonderful weekend, and well, I guess whenever you watch this, wonderful weekend to me because it's coming into the weekend. Anyway, yeah. So, and also wish me luck with my move. So stressful, man. I hate moving, but I'm loving the new house. Can't wait to get in there, and I'll be back soon with another video. Bam.